Good morning. My name is Mike Finch, also known as Doc. I was in Vietnam in 1968, 1969. My training was in emergency medical um, treatments, and I was assigned to the Marine Corps in Vietnam to the 3rd Battalion, 27th Marines, and also the 3rd Battalion, 5th Marines. In the picture you're seeing, that's me 53 years ago and 52 pounds lighter. I'm getting ready to go on a patrol, and you can see in the background, this is in An Hoa. We were about 13 miles southeast of Da Nang, right in the Rocket Belt area. This is our battalion aid station. We treated just about every kind of thing you can think of, anywhere from colds, fevers, scratches, to combat wounds. The helicopters in the field would medevac the wounded to this base area. Then we had emergency doctors there, and we would treat them, stabilize them, and send them to Da Nang to the hospitals for further treatment. You can see in the background there, we had some solid buildings. Most of the troops had tents to sleep in. We were lucky we had some solid buildings. You can see the sandbags stacked around them for protection from shrapnel. And if you can see below where I'm standing on a pallet, this was during the monsoon season, and the rains would come and create mudslides, and we had to have the pallets in order for us not to sink up to our ankles in mud. This is 1st Medical Battalion. This is where the wounded in the field were loaded onto helicopters and flown into Da Nang. This is one of 2 or 3 that the Navy had. The Army had them scattered throughout the country. You can see the landing pad in the background there. It's got a red cross on it. To the front there, to the right, there is a series of Quonset huts. That's the surgical units where the surgeons did their magic. With the help of the helicopter transports and the medical staff, we were able to save 98% of the wounded that were wounded in the battles. This is the main helicopter that the Marines use for their transport to the field and for the medevacs. Here you're seeing our troops getting off a helicopter out on Operation Allenbrook, May 17th in 1968. You can see it's a good-sized helicopter. We can load about 20 troops on there, and you can see how much they're carrying in the background, about 60 to 80 pounds of gear. My medical gear weighed about 60 pounds, and my survival gear about 20, so I was carrying about 80 pounds, so we were definitely pack mules. When we had a chance, we went into the villages and we did what we called medical action programs, where we would offer medical help to the local civilians. In this area where we are at, there was a lot of disease. When we get overseas, before we leave, we get about 13 inoculations to protect ourselves against diseases such as yellow fever, typhus, typhoid, cholera, that sort of thing. And in this case, we went into a village that had the plague. It was prominent throughout the area, so we inoculated all the children that we could get our hands on to keep them from getting sick. One interesting thing that we did have near our compound was a leper colony. It was run by German scientists. They were doing research and treatment for the locals out there. The only problem with it, it was so close to our base that we got mortared from it quite often. So we actually had to relocate them out of mortar range. And that's it.